I think that to be honest, at the end of the fight, right, and I'm not a good scorer during the fight, but at the end of the fight, I really felt we were going to get a draw. I felt we needed to knock Lara down. I think we needed to do something to change, to really solidify the victory, stop him or drop him, and I felt we did enough to, when the first scoring 115, 113 was announced, I thought we were going to get a draw. But then the next two scores were 116, 111. And then when we got a hold of the scorecards later, I felt our best work was in the late rounds where we really put the pressure and we really pinned Lara against the ropes. And you have to give Lara a lot of credit because he could squirt out of that stuff. He was very accurate with his left hand, but I do not think he threw enough punches to really dominate any round. His movement was all right, but he was very retreating a lot of the time, which the aggressive fighter usually gets the nod in those situations. Yeah, and but looking on those two scorecards, not one of them gave us any rounds from 8 to 12. And I can only go back to Teddy Atlas saying, when he looked at the scoring for Canelo and Khan, when Canelo was well ahead by the time he stopped, when he knocked out Khan, which I felt not at all.
How did you score that?
I scored that 0-5
Okay.
for Khan. I just thought he was effective. I mean, he was moving. He was not running. He was evasive. He landed punches. I thought he would get more accurate as the fight went on because Canelo was becoming very inaccurate. And I know that he was missing big shots. He was getting close with his right hook to the body, from that orthodox style. He was throwing punches, but he wasn't connecting really. He was missing, but he was getting close. And then obviously he landed that beautiful right hand, and it was done. But when Teddy Atlas, you look at, everyone remembers the knockout, right? And everyone will look back and go, well, no, he was getting close. He was aggressive. He was beating Khan. No, I agree with the scoring. You look at a Teddy Atlas, and he says it's either two things. It's either incompetence or
something sketchy.
Yeah, incompetence or corruption. And, I won't go that far to say that in these fights, but I definitely feel that, looking back on the fight, I thought we had a great shot at winning the fight,
Well, I'll give you my assessment. I thought that Lara gasped around, when you're saying around the 8th round. I thought he kind of got tired, and I felt Vanes was coming on stronger as the fight was going, whereas Lara was looking a little bit less movement, less punches. Everything was going down, whereas Vanes' output was going up.
Yeah.
That was kind of my assessment.
And I think at the end of the day, Vanes realizes that his conditioning, this is only second camp with us. It takes time when you work with a fighter to build all the components. And I think that Vanes feels he could have started a lot early, earlier in the fight, and that would have helped him change the outcome of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave it all in the ring. He could have left a lot. He had a lot more left at the end of the 12 rounds. And that was impressive. I think it impressed Al Heyman. It impressed the guys that, are in control of Vanes' career. So it impressed a lot of fans because he had a lot of fire, late in the fight.